All right, welcome to the 10th episode of Talking Pixels. Today's episode, Johan and I are here to talk about Demolition Man. Can you believe it, Johan? It's been 10 episodes we've been recording this now.
Yeah, it's varm I kläderna, as you would say in Swedish. It's like getting into it now,
Yeah, I think we're right there, picking up our stride, getting down dirty with those great movies that we've picked so far.
Yeah, but like today's movie, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I mean, it's awful in a way, but it's also very enjoyable. Like it's a very easy to watch movie, so that's good.
Like it has a plot, it has some sort of goal, and
lots of special effects and like development and some characters and it has things that make a movie.
I mean, compared to what was Auschwitz, this one actually has characters.
yes, exactly, and
some of
they're not necessarily the best characters, but there's the uptight kind of cop, and then there's the cop that fetishizes violence, even though violence doesn't exist anymore. And,
which is bizarre.
Yeah.
I mean, looking past our past record of we had Zardos, Swiss Army Man, Speed Racer. Like, this was a breath of fresh air. Yes. I mean, I think any movie after those experiences, like, wow, this is great. I'm loving this.
Oh yeah, right. You're right. I didn't look at it in that light, but that you have a point. Definitely, it's like, oh, finally, it's like a breath of fresh air. I mean, it's not good air, but it's air.
it's something. I can breathe it without collapsing and dying instantly.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you come out of the sewer and you go into a street with car exhaust and shit. It's not nice, but it's a lot better than where you were coming from.
Yeah, it's a lot better. The entire movie felt like a comic book, like it was based on a graphic novel.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then I think for many years I thought that this was actually based on a graphic novel. And then after watching this movie, I looked it up. There was a graphic novel based on the movie. So I remember seeing that. So maybe that's why I thought it was actually based on a graphic novel. And when I'm looking at Simon Felix, he's dressed up in a weird red shirt and striped pants. Okay, that looks like a comic book villain.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. And his blonde hair. I mean, he's a black guy, but he has, the blonde hair.
Blonde hair. Yeah, and then mismatching eyes, like a a green eye and a blue eye.
Yeah. Yeah, and then, over-the-top crazy as well.
Yeah. I thought, this sort of works maybe in a comic book, and then they just, translated it out of a comic book into the movie. To my surprise, there was no comic book that this was based on.
Yeah. No, I don't do my research, but it's always interesting to hear what you dig up.
Yeah, so we got Simon Phoenix running around causing chaos, and they
murder, death, kill, murder, death, kill.
And why is it so fucking stupid the way every time he kills somebody, murder, death, kill, murder, death, kill.
And not only that, but in general, why is the police retarded in the future? Because I understand they don't know how to deal with violence, but the police guy was like, oh well, we can't find him. Let's just wait until he has another murder, death, kill. It's like,
oh, that's the plan.
Why would
that's
you
the plan.
Wait?
Yeah, we'll find when John Spartan said that he caught Simon Phoenix, he said, I used satellite technology and GPS, and I used that to find him. I'm like, okay, that's 40-year-old technology. Can they just get Google something satellite the same thing and catch him again? Just track him down?
No. You see, the earthquake ruined the satellite, so
Exactly. It was really bad, that earthquake. It even affected outer space.
Yes. It was the big one after all.
Yeah. It threw a big chunk of crust of the Earth crust into space, and it knocked out all the satellites. And Sandra Bullock with gravity happened a few years before this.
So anyway,
all the satellites have been knocked out, all of them.
So anyway, he goes around murder, death, killing, and then what, Rackham?
Yeah. So they get John Spartan out of cryotech prison, and then at first he didn't want to join them. and hunting him down because it's like, what? I already did it, and you guys throw me in there. Ugh. You don't appreciate me.
And no one reminded him of the fact that he murdered, 35 people or whatever?
35 people, yeah.
No one said anything about that.
No. They're like, we'll throw you in the freezer again if you don't help us. And he's like, oh, fuck it, whatever, I'll help you. Track him down.
So the reason that Simon is released is because the mayor, we already touched upon that. Now the reason the mayor released him and trained him in the modern ways of like doing everything so he can hack and stuff and like all these things is so that he can kill the boss of the underground.
Yeah,
I guess we can call him that, even though he doesn't really see himself as a leader.
Yeah, he's not even really the leader.
Yeah, right. So weird. Like, even like, judging from the movie, even if he succeeded in killing the guy, nothing would have changed.
Yeah.
But anyway,
there's still a society of people living underground.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the thing. There's an entire population of people living under the streets, and it's not really sewers. Like, it's hard to tell exactly what it is because I used that word earlier, sewers, and it's not really because there's nothing there other than housing and people. It's like the slums basically, but with no sky because it's the street above, right? But this is everywhere under the streets from what I can tell. And, they can get around and stuff, right?
Yeah. And I'm going to guess the metro tunnel system, maybe. They would have had one. And they just took over
did the metro disappear then? I mean, the metro's not in the movie technically, so I guess it's plausible, but it's not mentioned.
That's what I'm going to assume. That's where they live.
All right. Well, you're very generous, but okay. Sure. So that's the other side. That's the people that don't want to live or can't live for some reason, I guess, in this like perfect utopian society. And specifically Edgar Friendly, the leader guy that the mayor once killed, he says literally like, oh, I want my freedom. I want my freedom to think. I want my freedom to choose to eat, unhealthy things. And, I want the
I want to smoke and the non-smoking.
Yeah, exactly.
I want high cholesterol. I want.
Yeah, I want the ability to do bad things, and I want the ability to read and get ideas, because apparently, I guess we learn from him saying that reading's banned. He says that he doesn't really lead people. They just kind of follow him when he goes on his raids because they need to get food, because they're living a much poorer life, even if they have more freedom. The trade-off is that they don't get the resources that you get on the surface in the utopian society thing.